Hi, hello everyone. So I've recently started doing some Bayesian statistic courses, and for them, I needed to brush up on my knowledge of probability. Something that I found myself struggling with was the probability distributions, like how do they look like, what parameters do they have, and how changing those parameters will affect the distribution. So long story short, thanks to the LLMs and vibe coding tools, I ended up building this interactive distribution playground. And I found it very helpful. So I thought it might be a good idea to share it on my website and share the link with you guys here. So when you open the link that I'm going to post it below, you will face with this web page. It's a Python code running on a Streamlit server. So here you can, on the left-hand side, you can see the probability distributions. There are like a couple of them: normal, uniform, gamma, beta. There are a couple of them more. So you can choose whichever you want. Click on Add Curve, and it's gonna appear on this graph down here. On the right-hand side, you can see you have one normal curve. You can see the PDF formula, the expected value, and the variance. Here also you can see the parameters that it have. As you can see here, the PDF for normal distribution has two parameters, sigma and mu. So you can play around with these values and see how it changes the distribution shape. To kind of show you how it works, I'm going to add another normal distribution here. As you can see, there are like two now, but they're overlapping. So for one of them, I'm going to change the parameter mu from 0 to -2. And you can see that the peak of the plot moves to the -2. So it shows that the first parameter, mu here, moves the plot like horizontally. Or let's see how changing the other parameter changes the plot. I'm going to increase it from 1 to 2. You can see that increasing the second value, the sigma, will kind of diffuse the function here. Again, I'm going to play around with this one. You see it will move to the right-hand side. You can even add different types of graphs to one plot. So I already have two normals. I'm going to add one uniform. Click on Add Curve. Here you can see that for the uniform, it will make a new tab. Again, the mathematical properties, the two parameters that uniform distribution has. Again, I'm going to play around with these values and see how it changes. You see the graph, the plots. Again, A or B, changing them will kind of affect how it looks like. So when you don't want any of them, you can just simply click on delete, and it will get rid of that one. One more piece of information that you can see here is the expected value and variance for each of these distributions with these specific parameters. So for example, for the second curve, which is this one, the blue one, we can see that if the first parameter is 1.7 and the second one is 2, the expected value is going to be 1.70 and the variance is going to be 4. One more functionality that you can have here is you can lock the axis. So you can see the curves moving up and down. It can sometimes be helpful. And then you can clear all of them, add another type of distribution and just play around with it, see how the parameters changes the curves, and it can help you to have this intuition and understanding of how these parameters work toward changing how the distribution looks like. Please use it